Gotcha! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoisiBoi here, and I'm back with some more Dark Souls Remastered, and we're going to be continuing on with the playthrough. But before we get started, guys, remember to like my shit, subscribe to my shit, and if you're new, I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments in the comment section below. Now, in the last episode, I pretty much cleared the Ulysseal Township, upper and lower. We did unlock ourselves a shortcut to the boss, what's his name, Manus, which the shortcut is down there, but I was actually thinking about it before that I'll probably keep him for the last boss, since he is father of sorcery and father of the abyss and all that kind of shit, so we'll head on there probably after this. Wish I should probably change up my abilities. Probably should have done this in the last one. Although I did mention in the last episode that... Actually, I don't even think I did mention it, but we did manage to go back to the Undead Asylum and hand in a few headpieces to get I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last one, but if I didn't, I'll mention it again right now. I did end up getting another Ring of Favor and Protection by handing in Jeremiah's headpiece. He was that fire pyromancer that we fought in the Painted World. It whipped his ass, and I traded in his headpiece for this ring here. So the reason why I did that is because if I wanted to take this off, it will break. So I have one spare just in case you guys have made the wrong decision and decided to put it on just like me. Well, not the wrong decision, but at the same time, you didn't want to put it on, in other words. Also too, I think I mentioned in the last episode that I wasn't supposed to, I totally forgot, but I actually used up Artorias' soul, just for souls, just to try and level up a bit more. Well, again, apologies, I probably shouldn't have done it. I actually totally forgot that Kiran, who's the Lord Blade, is actually sitting on her knees right here, and she actually wants his soul, and you're supposed to answer no, and then it's up to you, but you can fight her, and if you fight her, you get her her dagger and her armor set. So that's pretty sweet, pretty cool little one, and she is actually the owner of, I think I did mention this in the last one, she's one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, and she actually owns the Hornet Ring. Well, she's one of the 4 Knights that got given one of those rings. Now, in this one, we're actually going to go and find another boss called Kalameet, which is the dragon that we come across when we first came here. But also in the last episode, we actually got invaded by old mate right here. Old Chester, marvellous Chester. Now, if you have a quick look at his armor, it does look quite cool. Here's the assassin type, and his headpiece looks, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks really, really cool. Now, he invaded us, so we know he has nefarious reasons. Probably best to fight him across there if you can, not on this bridge. So let's see what we can do about this. Again, he is just like a NPC who just sells you shit, but he tried to invade us and kill us, man, so that doesn't go down very well.
You think this is all my fault? How very, very... You win? Please. Oh, please. Have mercy.
Asshole. And you get all of his stuff. Not a very good set, but it looks cool. And if it looks cool, you play cool, man. But no, it's a very aesthetically pleasing suit. I like it. I think it's cool. especially his mask looks pretty cool. Those are its stats. Pause it if you need to. But black leather long coat. Coat hat worn by marvelous chest, a man of mystery lost in the past. This exquisitely sewn aristocratic suit allows its wearer to move in silence, leading well to stealth. So that's pretty much it. That's what that suit is for. Pretty cool little suit, to be honest. No, I'm a pretty big fan of it. Don't usually wear it because I don't like wearing stealth stuff, but we're actually going to go down to a... when we came down to this area, we took an item from there, so... And yes, my buttons are still playing up a bit. I actually do this because I think it's just my forward motion ability. Like just pressing forward on my stick tends to be the reason why it's doing it, so dodge that bitch. So yeah, it just seems like when I go forward, like I'm pressing forward now, it seems fine, but then every now and again it just stops just like that. See that? So I kind of figured out that it's actually not my circle button. It's when I walk forward that it happens, so that's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's not exactly what we want, and to be totally honest, that actually really fucking pisses me off, but that's just me. And I'll take out those dogs. Just wanted to show you guys what was actually down here. And then my... oh, fuck. And then my... sometimes my camera will just turn off to the left for some reason. So I'm having not major dramas, but problems nonetheless. And you know, those are just problems you don't want to have, especially when it comes to like fighting a boss or something. So as you can see, I'm just kind of stepping back. If you can see what I'm trying to do, I just let them jump because they pretty much jump slow motion. But yeah, those are the problems I've been having, and those are problems I don't want to have. There isn't. Oh, there's Kalameet. I'm not gonna fight him right now. No siree. As you can see, there's a crystal lizard if you really want to get it. Not really interested in this part of the game. Or not yet anyway. Because we are not far from actually finishing this game, to be totally honest. I'm just gonna quickly get these items. And then get the hell out of here. Oh, just. That was just an escape there, guys. Just. Now, the reason why I came back is because you can't actually hurt Kalameet in that state. He will not land, so you can't get a shot down on him, and he just sprays down on you just like a heavenly bullshit. But we have a way to ground him. Yes sirree, we do. Let's go up this way. Now I mentioned before that we're going to meet one of the knights of one of the 4 knights. We've met 3 of them, and this is the 4th one, and his name is Go, the legendary giant archer. Now again, there is a lot of lore behind Go. Legendary skills with a great bow, and the fact that he I'm pretty sure I've got the key to this door. Yeah, we got it at the bottom of the Seal Township, so that was in the last episode. The crest key. Pretty cool NPC. A lot of people like him, but a lot of story behind him actually, so let's chat to him.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Purchased a lot of stuff from him. He's got some pretty sweet Homer bones. Sells them pretty cheap. Actually, pretty much sells everything really cheap. He's got a whole heap of carvings that I'm gonna buy. Might as well. Don't have those ones. I did find a few carvings in the last one. Well, that's interesting. I think I might buy some of these. How many do you need? I can't remember how many. I'm just gonna buy as much as I can, just so I don't have all these fucking souls on me. You don't have to buy them. I'm just buying them because certain reasons. Oh shit, wrong one. And I'll just spend the rest on homeward bones.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. With our twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Trying to just exhaust this dialogue.
There's very little to be said. What good is it? But I'm lucky. Farewell, human.
Now I don't know why he's not really letting me talk, but this is great bow, pretty cool stuff. Love this guy.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Yes, it is.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Now you're in for a special treat here, guys. Check this out. We're about to see some legendary skills from one of the 4 Knights of Lord Gwyn. And be aware, this guy's blind, but he still has legendary skills. But is he blind? The lore says he isn't. But that's another video for another day, guys. Let's watch some of these legendary skills of the dragon hunter himself. Gotcha!
Yes, a truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Man, so cool, man.
He is an ancient dragon.
Alright, so that's pretty much it.
I await good tidings.
So, since he's done his bit. Yes, now that that dragon's been shot down, Go's pretty much injured him, so now we can actually go down there and try to take him out, which is where we're going to go right now. I can't remember if you get anything from coming back. When coming back, I'm not quite sure, but we'll do that anyway, just in case there's something I missed. So we'll go down and fight Kalameet. He is very, very tough. I think I've got everything I need to do, got everything that I've got. to face him. I'm probably going to fight in pure magic. So let's see how we go. Now he is, I don't know if you guys have played, or if anyone's watching, played Dark Souls 2. And we had to fight against the ancient dragon, if you guys remember how hard he was. Big bastard, powerful. So we'll fight Kalameet first. I was actually going to fight Manus, I think I mentioned that before, but we'll fight Kalameet now and in the DLC on Manus, which will probably be the next episode. So things to do, man. We've got things to do. Dragons to slay. And then we'll probably make our way back to go, just to make sure that this dialogue is fully used up. Get me out of it. Heal, bestie. Heal! I think there was one more dog, wasn't there? There was. Now, as you can see, we have a fog door now, so this pretty much tells us that we need to do some shit. Damn dog. I think that was it, wasn't it? There wasn't any more. Okay, now let's prepare ourselves. We'll get our... Actually, probably not going to use a sword. Maybe I could try and drop this to try and get some speed. How are we doing for... I wonder if I could. I wonder if that will change anything. I think I'll put maybe this one on. Let's see if that... Oh, and I have fast rolls now. I've obviously dropped in defense, but you can see my beautiful legs. That's actually not a bad idea. Now I've got everything equipped, so we should be fine. We're going to go down there and put this on. Alright, let's go. So we'll get to the bottom of the ladder. And we'll chuck on our paladin, chuck on our boss killer and see how we go. Hopefully I can get him in the first shot. But we will find out. Now you can actually cut this guy's tail off, so... So if you can... Got him, hey. Yeah, so like I was saying before, you can cut off his tail. I just didn't do it in that one. I actually did do it by shooting a soul spear straight through him and it hit his tail, so that was a bit different, but as you can see, guys, too good for that guy. Our powers are beyond his. Alright, let's swap that back out. Jeez, that was actually that went a lot better than I thought it would, and I am not kidding. I wonder if I can... Oh damn, we're back to... So my sword is too heavy. Ugh, that sucks. Oh well, might as well just go back to our heavy defense, so... Back to the waistcloth. Now there is... I'm pretty sure this is a white slab. Is it a white slab? It could be... Oh, it is a Titanite slab. I think we've got two now. I think we've got two we're not even using. Yes, we do. Oh yeah, look at all that. Look at all that, man. So I can potentially max out two weapons, and I already have one in mind. But that probably won't be for today's video because... probably going to be part of my PvP that I'm going to put together later on. So yeah guys, it was a lot quicker than I thought. To be totally fair, I am probably a little bit overpowered for that battle, but at the same time, Kalameet gave me some massive dramas when I first fought him. That's only the second time I've beat him, so we've got some Go's great arrows. Now we're gonna bone on out of here and go see if Go has anything else to say, so let's rock and roll. Alright guys, here we are, back in the township. Oh, look at that, stabbing myself. So let's go see what Go has to say about that. To be totally honest, I don't think he does. I just can't remember, I just don't want to miss out on that, so... But I'm actually pretty disappointed in myself, not for beating Kalameet, but for missing out on, I think her name's Kiran, the Lord Blade. I'm angry I missed out on that. I should have realised that. I don't know why I thought otherwise, but again, apologies. I know I've said it a few times already, but let's go and have a chat to Go.
Why, thou hast defeated Kalameet? Wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon thee. That beast will never take to the skies again. This great bow? I shan't need it, but no dragons to hunt. I know not if a human could even operate it. But here, thy need outweighs mine.
Boom, and you get Go's great bow.
I suspect thou hast taken a gander at it. But the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorias, threatens to devour our entire land of Ulyssil. It seems that this dire fate is unavoidable, but seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making. If thine wish is to succeed poor Artorias and challenge the spread of the dark, then thou must face Manus, father of the abyss. The dark emanates from Manus himself. Even if this land shall expire, thou may be able to prevent further corrosion. But even so, one day the flames will fade, and only dark will remain, and even a legend such as thyself can do nothing to stop that. Now, do not mistake my words. I cherish my work. Wood carving is a nuanced art. I would have much to talk about with that blacksmith. In truth, how is the old chap, I wonder? Still hammering away, I should hope. No, do not
And that's pretty much his dialogue done, so you get his bow.
May every honour be bestowed upon thee.
So Go is actually talking about the old Inorlando smith, and we actually come across him a few times, so which is actually where we got the hawk ring, funnily enough. So he obviously has some sort of connection with him. They're both giants and all that kind of stuff, both experts in their fields. But we did end up getting Go's great bow, which is very good for great bows, I guess you could say. So let's look at the stats. So you need 27 strength and 20 fucking dex. Wow. Great bow used by Hawkeye Go, and of Lord Gwyn's 4 knights for dragon slaying. This bow is larger than even those used by the famed dragon slayers. Only their leader, Go, had the strength to handle it. So it's a pretty good great bow. I've got the dragon slayer great bow, but very, very good dragon great bow. Well, anyway guys, we might just leave it there. We'll end this DLC in the next episode, and then probably in the walkthrough itself and the one after that. So we are nearly there guys, remember to stay tuned. So anyway guys, if you have been enjoying this series so far, remember to smash the like button to support my channel, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe because I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments in the comments section below. I am your host NoisiBoi, thanks for coming on by, and as always guys, stay noisy.